Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am Augustine Sycamore, the Kalos region's very own Pokemon professor. This world is inhabited by Pokemon. These mysterious creatures can be found in every corner of our world. Some run across the plains, others fly through the skies, and some swim. We live together with these Pokemon, lending our strength to one another to live and prosper. Struggling. It's struggling. We'll do 15. Are you a boy or a girl? I don't think it really matters, but that is not what I look like. You know what? Hang on a minute. Our character's gonna be douching it up. So are we. It's a Wii U. The gamepad even has a screen. Wow. The early days of the Switch. The Wii really was a Switch prototype, wasn't it? Hey, Ma. Ma. But I don't want to say hello to the neighbors. She's struggling. We're going to get a Pokemon. Good for you, Jack. Okay, let's get a few things out of the way real quick. Welcome everybody to Pokemon X. If you're new to the channel, I have tons of other Pokemon playthroughs for you to check out as well. And yes, we are going to be using a ramen emulator. Nintendo can suck it. I don't have a way to capture the 3DS. But I did buy him. I did, you know, pay for this game. I bought and paid for it. I own it. So this is a backup. Pokemon X was the first game for the 3DS. First Pokemon game for the 3DS. I don't know what I just said. Did I say first game for the 3DS? First Pokemon game for the 3DS. Now, it's going to do a little stuttering from time to time, but I think we can kind of overlook that and just kind of move on with our day. So far, we've played Pokemon Blue, Crystal, Leaf Green, Soul Silver, Sapphire, Platinum, Black. We just recently started Black 2. Black 2 is going to be a Patreon only kind of thing. Then I played through all the modern stuff. Brilliant Diamond, Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Sword, Legends Arceus, Violet. But we're kind of getting the jump here before the end of the year, because they announced another Legends game. This time it's Legends ZA. It does take place here in the Kalos region. So I wanted to try and get through Pokemon X before that game is released later this year. That way we're familiar with the Kalos region. Although I think most people that's going to sit down and watch a Pokemon Let's Play are familiar with the content. They're kind of just here to hang out, you know? But, he said low key. I guess that term was still big back in the day. Wonder how many characters I'm allotted. Mr. UPS man is outside. Oh, it fits. I was pressing the wrong button. So who's going to be our Kalos pot? We'll go with the Frokester. I think the Kalos trio is my least favorite out of all the starters. I wasn't a big fan. No, wait. I do not want to give a nickname. I'm so tired. Dooba dooba dooby dooba dooby dooby dooba doo. Well, you're doing an awful lot of talking, aren't ya? Yeah, I hated this back in the day. It started to get on my nerves with Diamond and Pearl, and they really ramped it up with Black and White. Just the constant, like, intrusion by NPCs and rival characters and friends, and by the time you got here to Pokemon X and Y, it was out of control. People just want to start the game and play, but like they insisted on all this jib jab, jibber jabber. Enough. Alright, first Kalos battle. I don't know how to stop the emulator from stuttering like that. I can look into it after today's stream, but again, it's going to be one of those things where we just kind of need to grin and bear it. Unless there's something I can do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of options here. Did you say hi to your mom for me? Who, you Biff Tannen? What are you looking at, butthead? Say hi to your mom for me. Yeah, apparently she used to be big into the, started to say Nino Ram, Rhyhorn races. Oh my Christ, I said no. Go for broke. Sorry. Guess I should buy some Pokémon. We can afford 17. Take it. I remember when this game came out, we all kind of got together at Tyler's house to play it together. And we had done that with, I want to say Black and White 2, maybe Black and White. I don't remember which one, maybe both, maybe just one of them. But prior to that, I kind of had been playing Pokemon games. I had played them with Tyler in the past. And then around the GBA era, Tyler introduced me to a friend of his named Thomas. Thomas and his brother played Pokemon, and we worked on the GBA games a lot together, you know. And then Diamond and Pearl came out. Ooh, those graphics look a little rough. Let's see if we can work on that. I think it just kind of looks the way it looks. My gosh, she's gonna teach us how to do something we've been doing for longer than she's been alive. Okay. You do, you little girl. Do, da, 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 da. I wonder. That kind of made it a little blurry, didn't it? Dude, this looks like. In a way, it's kind of like using an AI upscaler. It makes it look less blurry. Let's see what the UI looks like in battle. Because the text was almost unreadable when we were fighting that Pidgey. Oof! Still rough. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? I think we should be able to catch him now. Or whatever. Hey, we have a little fletchling friend now. I just have the one potion though. Another Pidge. So we'll do 12 by. That at least makes it 1080p. Fudge. Fudge. Alright, Frokester. Froken Frokey. I forgot how much I like the music for this game. I'll try not to doodle as much as I did during Black and White. I hummed a tune through that whole playthrough. He showed his fanny. Plup, 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 plup. I make no promises. I might let my way through this whole playthrough. Ziggy Zagoon. Will you heal my Pokemon? No. Did I have a way to heal in this town? I think there was only the shop, right? Yeah, there was like no Pokemon Center. Which meant going all the way back. It has to be done. Ma! My bird. My bird quit. Nobody's gonna get my It's Always Sunny reference. But like I was saying earlier, yeah, by the time this game came out, I'd made some new friends, so there were a good like 3 or 4 of us. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 of us to play this game. It was nice. Over the years, I've said a lot of things on my YouTube channel that I regret. Shit on a lot of stuff, shit on a lot of games. I really wish I hadn't. It started as a bad habit back in the day, many years ago, of like, and I've really been thinking this over lately, so this is the conclusion that I've come to. But I've never had like staunch opinions on anything when I was a kid. So when I got older and I noticed that people were like hating on stuff, I was like, oh, maybe I should hate on stuff too. So I kind of adopted that, you know. Turn the game down a little bit. I don't know how loud it is. But yeah, I kind of just adopted the opinions and mannerisms of those around me, of my friends. And anything that I know about the industry, a lot of my industry opinions are really just my friends' opinions. So I've been learning in the last few years how to really formulate my own opinions. And, you know, I've given Game Freak a lot of guff. I've given Niantic a lot of guff. Now, I've since kind of relented on Niantic, but not, or on Game Freak, but not Niantic. I'm going to keep finger waving their garbage antics. But, yeah, I've often cited X and Y as probably my least favorite, but I don't think that's the case. I honestly don't. I don't know what my least favorite Pokemon game would be, because every time I sit down to play one that I think I don't like, I end up liking it. Now, it could just be member berries. I don't know. Could just be nostalgia. Weedle. See, I make no promises about not whittle-diddling my way through this playthrough. Son of a bitch poisoned me. Batter pie. You know what? I should be trying to do some grinding while I'm here. I kind of got lost in my own head. Now I've graduated from doodle-a-doodling to on. I'm tired today. You might say to yourself, well, how is that different from every other day? Shut up. It's a potion. This forest is just a copy and paste of Viridian Forest. It literally is. Yeah, they got real hand-holdy and tutorial-like during this generation. Hey, what's up? Like the original Pokemon game and a handful of games from that era, they trusted you not to be a complete dumbass. It's like, here's a game, you'll figure it out. This game, on the other hand, it's like, give me your hand. Let me have your hand. I'll walk you through the first two areas. Hate it. We probably should catch a scatterbug though. I'm at the very beginning of this game, so it's like, it's a little slow going right now. You know? We gotta get through Tutorial Forest. Fight Fletchling with Fletchling. We're going to take this tiny little Fletchling and we're going to evolve it all the way to Talonflame. We're going to make her a badass. Youngster Joey. You know, we know another youngster Joey. He lives in Johto. Wonder how long it'll take to see a Pikachu. I only had 3 hours of sleep, so I am roughing it today. I am roughing it. Obtained A? Did she just give me one? Thank you. You were such a tremendous help. There's a trainer's Pikachu. Ooh. Kind of ate shit on that one, didn't we? Oh, he got me. He got me. He got me. Ah! Other than Pokemon Yellow version, this was the first time Pokemon had said their name in any of the mainline games. And I remember thinking it was cool, but also annoyed at the same time. I was never a fan of Pokemon saying their names. I think that's one of the big things the anime kind of screwed up. Oh, my throat. Actually, yeah, can you heal my Pokemon? That'd be great. You like them saying their names? Well, I mean, technically they don't all say their name. Fletchling doesn't even speak. It just kind of chirps like a bird should chirp. Even in the anime, some of them were kind of pushing it to say their names, you know. Apologies again, you know, we're in tutorial forest. Things are going to be a little slow until we can get out of here. Bear with me. How dare you besmirch the name of Fletchling? I'll show you just how great a Fletchling can be. I'm going to raise this Fletchling to become the most powerful Talonflame you've ever seen. Still no wild Pikachu yet. Even she brought it up. She's like, I haven't seen a wild Pikachu yet. Yeah, me either. Where? Oh, where? It's Pikachu. Hey! Fancy. It is a pencil. Come on. Wearing out my attack. More Weedle. Hooray! I'm so ecstatic. It's a Weedle. And Caterpie. I played a little Majora's Mask earlier. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but this week that's what we're doing. I'm just doing this because I'm killing time. But yeah, I'm going to be back to streaming Majora's Mask every day until we can get through it. Tyler and I are supposed to play Minecraft later, but I don't know if we will because I'm rocking 3 hours of sleep and I'm pretty tired. And furthermore, I've not paid attention to a single word any of them have said. Like, this is just so handholdy and stupid. There he is. Peka Peka. We didn't run into you in the forest. I thought we would. Let's switch out. They should do something with Missing No. Have you seen what Missing No looks like in the on the GBA side of things? It's a round circle, a black and white circle with a question mark in it. Oh, Canopy, you gonna put me to sleep, son? Ezreal, okay. Finally, something fresh. Just not a bug. Pokemon battles are really hard. I just let Pichu do what it wants. Well, that's what makes you a terrible trainer. Ow. Lord, just let me make it to the first town before I fall asleep and die. On stream. Tutorial land is rough. Even when I'm not sleepy, tutorial land is rough. Yeah, the original Missing No is an inverted L-shaped, blocky kind of mess. That's the original Missing No. By the time you got to the GBA, Missing No was just like a circle with a question mark in it. I prefer the original. I'm sure you and everybody else does too. Yay! A decent move. For a stage 1 Pokemon, at least. I don't know. I don't know if people can make like a Gengar. Make lick work with a Gengar. Maybe. It depends on what your strategy is. Nothing but fletchling, bugs, and Pikachu in this area. Yeah, Missing No's not intended to be in the games. It was just a glitch in Gen 1 and 2, but, or Gen 1, I mean, but I guess it's a placeholder in the game data, maybe while they're programming the game or putting it together, I don't know. Just Google, like, Game Boy Advance Missing No or whatever, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It shows up on the sprite sheets, at least. Like, if you go to the spritersresource.com, and you go to any of the GBA Pokemon games and look at the sprite sheets, it's there. Again, it's probably just a placeholder. I want to say that's originally what crap, what was his name? I want to say that's what they did when they were making the first one with Bulbasaur. I don't remember too well. Reincarnation of Arceus. Well, hello, stranger. And Seer. The 3 monkeys I don't have in my living decks because they haven't been made available on any of the Switch games. Legends ZA is going to change that. I'm kind of hoping they fill in all the gaps with that game. Randomly curious. I'm doing all right. Things have kind of been on and off rough again, but I guess things are okay-ish at the moment. Crap, Fletchling's fainted. I made a lot of changes to the way I operate since the last time we spoke, and things have kind of improved over time. Crap, I don't have a choice. I gotta fight Panpour with Froakie. We'll just have to use non-water attacks. Please let that be the last trainer in tutorial land. Thank God. That took an hour. Oh my God. Oh, here comes more hand holding. Oh yeah, I forgot his thing was dancing. I haven't really talked to anybody from back in the day. I've kind of been in a bubble. It's just kind of been me and Tyler for a while. He and we've been playing a lot of different stuff. We finally started Minecraft together. I ripped that band-aid off and I dove head first into Minecraft. I enjoy it for what it is. I have no complaints. I still won't touch stuff like Fortnite. I hate that with a burning passion, but I've kind of relented and have kind of started to try to branch out and play other stuff. I've lost touch with everybody except for Tyler just about, and that's kind of low-key been on purpose. It's, you know, I came to the conclusion that I wanted to kind of bury my head in the sand and kind of get away, not only from everything but from my own self, and it's worked wonders. I'm doing great, much better than I was back in the day. I don't fight with anybody. I don't argue with anybody. I don't pay attention to the news anymore. Like, I'm only on Blue Sky now. I deleted almost all my social media accounts. I got my Twitch and my YouTube stuff, obviously, and I still have my Discord. But other than that, I'm only on Blue Sky now. No meta platforms, Twitter, all that's gone. No, it's not bad that you dropped in at all. No, you're good. I'm just getting you caught up on what's been happening. But yeah, on Blue Sky, I only follow gaming news. November was kind of the final nail in the coffin for me. After that, I became totally like self-involved. Like I blocked. Like, one of the things you can do on Blue Sky, and I don't know if other social media platforms let you do this, but you can have like a muted word list. And I added, oh God, a couple of hundred words to my muted list. And I only follow gaming accounts on there now. So since the last time you and I talked, my entire world has kind of, you know, withdrawn back in, and it's just media now. I don't pay attention to politics, world news. What was the final nail in the coffin? Oh, the presidential elections. When Captain Jackass won a second term, I was done. I buried my head in the sand and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. So ever since November, I have not taken in any game news. I made a deal with Tyler. I said, look, you come to me and you tell me if something happens out in the world, in the real world, that you think I need to know about. Otherwise, I don't want to know about it. And my mental health has improved so much. I can't begin to tell you how much happier I am. Oh my God, things are so much better. Yeah, I'm not taking in any non-game news. Sometimes I'll like to check in on what's new in like science, but I haven't done that in a couple of months. It's just been game news. You know, I was following the whole Switch 2 stuff, waiting to see, you know, there were the rumors that floated around the internet for a long time, like, is it real? Is it not real? And then finally Nintendo was like, okay, fine. It's been leaked to hell and back, so we Oh, then I probably misspoke. I have only been taking in video game news. I blocked out everything else. Like, I don't even look at movie news anymore, TV news. I strictly follow gaming news and only gaming news. And I don't follow opinion pieces either. Like, I follow news publications. I don't follow individual people anymore on social media. Their opinions just got to be too cringe and too frustrating, and I couldn't take it anymore. I just wanted to punch everybody in the face. But no, I've been doing great. Taking time away and kind of just, you know, being in my own little bubble. It got my life back on track. I'll be completely honest with you. And like I said, I've lost touch with everybody. I've pretty much only been in contact with Tyler. It just made life a lot, you know, more simple. I don't know if... See, that's the thing about Arceus. I don't know what their angle is with the whole backstory. I'm still learning new stuff about the lore to this day. Because, like, if you look at some of the Pokedex entries for, like, the fossil Pokemon... No. It says that Tyrantrum is, like, 1 billion years old. Or not Tyrantrum, the Pokedex in Violet and Scarlet said that Screaming Tail, the Jigglypuff ancestor, was like 1 billion years old or something. Life on Earth ain't even that old. But, I don't know. I do know that they announced that they've hired a team of real life scientists that are going to come in and kind of clean up the Pokemon universe, and they're going to try to make all the Pokemon realistic, like their eating habits, their hunting and prey habits, their sleeping habits, and their environments. They're going to try and take Pokemon into a direction to where it's a little more feasible and makes a little more sense, because up until now the Pokemon just fit whatever mechanic that Game Freak needs to put out a product, to put out another Pokemon game, to print money. But what they want to do is they want to bring in a team of real world scientists that will make it make more sense. I know that Lewis put that in the Discord, and I put it in there too. It's in there somewhere, probably in the Pokemon section. It's really neat. But let's see, I want to take these glasses off my hat. How do I do that? I was very happy when they started letting us buy new clothing for Pokemon games. Thought it was a step in the right direction. I love being able to shop for clothes, bags, hats, accessories. I like being able to get a haircut and stuff too. Now they just need to make it to where you can change your avatar and play, because you can change between boy and girl. You can change your skin tone too. But you can't change whether you're a child, an adult, and like elderly person. I think that's kind of the final step that they need to make, because I know that it would be a little more impactful if I could play somebody other than a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? But see, what else is there to do around here? Oh yeah, there's a gym in this town. But what was I saying earlier? We haven't spoken since you were forced to start working. Yeah, I'm kind of working on that myself. I've been trying to get my disability health since back when you were still living here, and I know that you think we had talked about it. And I kept trying and trying, and they kept denying and denying. And this last time was a doozy. I got the biggest cunt bitch you've ever seen in your life. She was so rude to me every time she called. I hated her. But they denied me, so I gave up. So I'm not trying anymore. Doo, doo. Zig-zag-oo! Fat. That's my disability. Fat. Let's see. Well, my back is shot to hell. My knees are shot to hell. I can't stand or walk for more than 5 or 10 minutes at a time. I'm tired and fatigued 24 hours a day from the sleep apnea. I'm diabetic now. I weigh 375 pounds. I can't bend over for shit. That's just the physical stuff. I have arthritis in my knees. I have arthritis in my back. The arthritis is pretty bad in my lower back. So sometimes bending over or sitting for long periods of time can be tricky because you get those, you get the bone just rubbing on each other, you know, from where the cartilage is just gone. And that in and of itself doesn't make me disabled completely. I'm still able to get up and move and do stuff. It just makes, like physical labor hard. Not impossible, but hard. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The overweight problem is a me problem. They don't consider obesity disability. So you can't get a check based on obesity. So I have to I was trying to get my disability based on all of the stuff that's a result of having been obese for so many years. But I tried on the mental health side too. We tallied up all the stuff that I had going on the mental health side, from the depression, the anxiety, my antisocial tendencies, the ADHD, etc., etc. I tried everything. It's a very rigorous process. You know, their job is to weed out people who just don't want to work. And I can't say 100% that I want to work. Nobody fucking wants to work. But then again, nobody wants to just, well, I don't necessarily just want to sit here at my desk all day either. I would love to be able to get out like a normal person and go do something every day. It's just, I'm a fat lump. So it's a mess. It's a big mess. But they're never going to give it to me. Because the time before last, they said due to my age, they felt that I wasn't impaired enough to get a check. They felt that I was still too young. So they're never going to give me one. And it's fine. But, uh-oh. Oh, I thought it crashed there for a minute. Well, I mean, that's good that you've been working. I'll eventually have to go back to work myself. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I have no idea. But I'll cross that bridge when the time comes, I suppose. I was able to pre-order the Switch 2, so I got that going for me. I signed up through the My Nintendo website thingy, but that turned out to be a crapshoot, both in Japan and in the States. But I got lucky. I got mine through Target. The night the pre-orders went live, I I had all the apps open. Best Buy, Best Buy, Walmart, Target. I had the desktop versions of them open on my computer, and I was just spamming the buttons trying to get them to go through. And then finally it went through for Target. So I'll have to put it on my credit card, but I can imagine you're sick of retail. You were doing retail a decade ago. The thing that kills me the most about the whole diabetes, the whole disability thing, is that when you sign up for disability, they actually have to comb through your medical records because they have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt your claim. And if they deny your claim, you have the right to appeal your claim. And I appealed my claim, and I ended up going to disability court and having to, you know, see the judge. And they sent me the paperwork and everything, and they said, we acknowledge that you can't do the work you used to do, but we still feel you can do some work. And I wanted so bad to say, well, fine, you fucking find me a job then. That's not their job. They're not there to find you a job. They're there to determine whether you can or can't work, so... I've just been sitting here doing YouTube and Twitch for 8 years, going on 8 years now. But I'll have to do something eventually. I'm just not looking forward to it. Yeah, retail's rough. You know what? Let me go back and heal. We really need to focus on leveling up Fletchling, and I let it faint. Wait, how do I get out of here? Uh-oh. You know what? I don't know if I can leave. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I can leave now that I'm in here. Well, I'm glad you brought that out, because see, the problem with that is that I'm too stupid, poorly educated, and didn't finish high school. Believe me, I've tried. I put in a bajillion applications for desk jobs and what have you. I'm never qualified. I got close once. There was some sort of data entry job that I applied for through the, what do you call it, center? The, job center? I don't know what it's called. So they hired somebody else. No, I didn't get my GED. I passed everything except for the math. I could not pass the math. And I studied for it. I wasn't lazy about it. I had Tyler help me. I had 2 or 3 different like teachers at the place, the classes you go to. I had them help me. I brought workbooks home. I tried. Hell, I think I tried to get my GED for the better part of a decade. I took the test a handful of times, and every time I took it, they kept upping the price. It used to be, as far as I know, like free back in my mom's day. Because I think my dad graduated high school, but I think my mom ended up getting her GED, and I don't think she paid. When I first started trying to get my GED, I think it was like $20, $25. Then in the middle of me trying to get it, they shot it up to 50. It's $100 now, which is counterproductive, very counterintuitive to the whole general education diploma. It's supposed to help you prove you're smart enough to be able to go into the workforce. But if you paywall it, What sense does that make? What about cashier, bus, taxi driver, etc.? I mean, some of it on my part for the past 8-9 years has been just plain out laziness. I mean, I'm not breaking my neck to go to work unless somebody makes me, which kind of makes me a piece of shit, admittedly. Then two, if you just magically go to work one day while you're in the middle of trying to get your disability, they're going to be like, oh, well, you're working. Why are you trying to get your disability? So I just didn't bother going to work while trying to get my disability. But the area in which I live is kind of a job desert. We have nothing but fast food here, and we have nothing but a Walmart. And they pay peanuts. So it felt worth it to try and get the disability than trying to deal with the general public every day at like, oh, a job at Walmart, you know. I was just trying to take the path that I felt most reasonable for me. Because I hate people. But it'll work itself out. I've learned to quit like worrying about everything and fretting about it and just like roll with it. Nowadays the McDonald's pays $15. See, that's the fucked up part. $15 an hour is what minimum wage should have been 10 years ago and 15 years ago. Minimum wage now needs to be at least $25. If not 30 now due to inflation. That's not going to happen. No, not Froakie. Wait, if I let Froakie faint, I can go back to the Pokemon Center and heal Fletchling. Yeah, let's let that happen. Blur? Oh, you sent me a friend request on Steam. I should log in and check all my stuff. I think I have a bad habit of ignoring a lot of that stuff now because I don't internet the same way I did the last time we talked. I'm gonna let her faint me real quick, then I'm gonna come back with full health and try again. All right, Sir Skit, I need you to knock me out. There we go. This music, what is this music? This EDM music. Well, let me tell you a little bit about what happened to me since the last time we talked. Now, I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, but after you guys moved away in 2016, I was kind of trying my best to stay in touch with everybody, and I kept that going till about 2018 or 2019, and it really started to dawn on me that people were just going to drift away and that was just going to keep happening. D was gone. Wes was gone. I've not heard out of either of them in years with an S. Like I don't have any of them. I don't have their phone number. I don't have them on Discord. We've been incommunicado for years, and the same goes with anybody else I've ever known. The only people that I've had contact with outside of Tyler has been Thomas, and even that's gone downhill and it's non-existent at this point. Like, Thomas is in my Discord server, my YouTube Discord server. We don't talk, we don't DM, we don't call on the phone, we don't see each other in person. We're basically just dead friendship there. But I kind of made the decision back at the end of 2023. I said, I want to do a solo journey for the next handful of years of my life. I want to cut ties with everybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to see how well I can get my shit together. And it didn't work out because I just kept right on talking to everybody. You know, I kept talking to people in the Discord. I kept talking to Thomas and Kai and everybody. And I kept trying to make our friendships work. I kept saying, well, let's play this. Let's play this. I kept trying to have them on the show too. I kept trying to play Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and Pokemon and other stuff. And I even bought Splatoon 3 recently for the Switch. And, you know, I was going to play with Pippi and Kai and everybody. And I've tried to make that work in the Discord too. I've tried to get people in the Discord to want to play and do little community events. And again, I mean, no offense, I don't want anybody to get butthurt or anything, but it's failed spectacularly every single time. People are involved in their own lives. People just aren't using Discord like they used to. And again, I don't blame anybody. It's not a complaint, it's just stating fact. So I decided to kind of go my own way, and I went and deleted everybody off of everything everywhere. And now I only have Tyler on everything everywhere. And it's been working out now for a while. The stress of like trying to plan and organize events is gone. Oh, I already put this bird in the box. Yeah, everything's just been greatly improved, you know. Just kind of focusing on my own little bubble. Not to say I don't miss people, because I do. I miss having stuff to do. But it is what it is at the end of the day, you know. Everybody just kind of went their own way and ended up just doing single player games. Nobody really wanted to play stuff. So I said, well, I'll focus on my YouTube stuff and my Twitch stuff and kind of just stop trying to make multiplayer happen. So that's where I'm at now is, you know, people can chat to me like here on Twitch, or people can talk to me through my public Discord server. But at this point, Tyler is the only person that I bother to DM with. Well, him and Lewis. I do have Lewis. Lewis, if you don't know, Lewis is, he started following my Twitch back in 2019 or 18. He lives in South America, so we've never met IRL. He's just an internet friend, but I do consider him a good friend. You know, he's been there on the streams for years, hanging out, chatting, just being there. But, you know, I have him on Discord, but now it's just literally him and Tyler and my nephew. But that's just in case I need to get in touch with my nephew. But, yeah. And again, this is not to say don't contact me. Contact me all you want. I like when people come in and talk to me. I miss talking to everybody. It's just, you know, I needed to go away for a little while and kind of get my shit together. I felt it was the responsible thing to do, you know. Oh, no. Lewis lives in South America. The only people that I know IRL that you might be familiar with from the Discord is Thomas, Gray Griffineer. Then there's Kai, Cubby Pokey. I know them IRL, but the Kai's another one. I haven't heard a peep out of Kai in a month or better. You know, and it harkens back to what I was saying earlier, like 30 minutes ago. Like, people don't darken my doorstep. It felt like I was the only one making an attempt to reach out to everybody. It felt like I was constantly using a defibrillator on these friendships, and I was putting in all the effort and nobody else was putting in any effort. So I felt that I deserved more respect than that. So I kind of just cut everybody loose, you know. I went and did my own thing. So that's where I'm at now. Still struggling to make the Discord work. Still struggling to make the streaming stuff work. But because my mental health has improved so much just in the last year or two alone, I've been able to overcome a lot of the problems I used to have. So it's things are just generally better now, you know. It helps not paying attention to the news. That was a big one. That one was that was cancer. That one was killing me. But no, my long-term plans are get my health in check, do something about work, and I'm still debating what I'm going to do as far as my living arrangements are concerned. The thing is, the house that I'm in now is completely paid for and paid off. We own this house and the property, the land that it's on. So, but I own it, like, my parents still technically own it, but it will be willed to us when they go. Now, I'll have to decide, you know, with my sister, because it'll be 50-50 between her and I. Does she want to stay here and live in the house indefinitely, or do we want to sell it? You know, we'll have to cross that bridge when the time comes, but that's not an immediate decision that needs to be made at the moment, so I'm kind of not thinking about it. But yeah, whatever I end up doing for work inevitably will be entry-level, blue-collar work, because I don't have a higher education. I don't have a basic education, and I've ruined my body, so I can't exactly do construction work or factory work, so we'll see. It's going to be one of those, well, it's sad to see moments, you know what I mean? But, I'm not too worried about it. The me from 10 years ago would be freaking out about it. The me from now, what are you going to do? This Sir skit. But, yeah, you and I haven't talked either since the whole Switch 2 thing, the Switch 2 and the prices and that whole thing. And I have my Switch 2 pre-ordered. It's paid for. They're going to ship it. I bought it through Target. I bought the Mario Kart bundle, so I at least got that less than $80 full price. But I was talking to Tyler. He and I are thinking about maybe splitting the cost on some Switch 2 titles, because we're not paying $70 or $80 for Switch games. We're just not. I don't care how much I love Pokemon or Metroid or whatever. I'm not paying $80 for brand new games. And Nintendo has a history of like not lowering their prices, so yeah, I got mine at Target. That's what I was saying earlier. The night that the Switch pre-orders went live here in North America, I sat on my phone and on my computer and just kept spamming it. Target, Best Buy, and Walmart. I had all three pulled up, the apps on my phone and on the desktop. It's funny because my pre-order through Target went through, and I immediately got an email that said, due to a technical error, your pre-order's been canceled. I was livid. But I think I was more disappointed than livid. So the Walmart website put you in a queue, and it said, we will message you when it's time to pre-order your Switch. And I was like, well, I didn't get one. I wasn't one of the lucky ones. And pre-order started at 11 p.m. our time, Central Time, because they started at midnight on the East Coast, which is an hour ahead. And at like 12:45 our time, I got on my phone and said, I'm just going to throw a random dart at the board and see what happens. And I tried to pre-order one through Target, and it took it. And it's there. They took the money. Like they didn't officially charge my card, but they put a hold on it for the amount. So I got lucky. I got me a Switch 2 and Mario Kart. It'll take me a year or two to make the payments on my card, but I got one. I do want to get that Donkey Kong game, but Tyler's not really wanting it. He just doesn't like he's kind of butthurt about the design change of Donkey Kong. But so we'll probably end up splitting the cost of Donkey Kong a year or two from now. I have a backlog of Steam games a mile long, so when I am going to buy Pokemon Legends ZA, and I'm going to buy Metroid Prime 4, and I'm going to stream those, and then I'm probably going to go headfirst into Steam for a while. I got the remaster for Mass Effect that I want to play. I want to play all 3 of the new Doom games. I want to do Life is Strange 2. I want to finally get around to Sonic Frontiers. I want to do Oblivion Remastered. I want to finish working on the Skyrim Special Edition playthrough that I've been doing. Oh God, I never did play Stray, Sonic Frontiers. Those are both 2 games. Alien Isolation. Yeah, my Steam library, like the last year, I get a notification on my phone every day from Steam that tells me that like Steam games are on sale for like $2 or $3. I have bought so many Steam games on sale for $2 or $3. I don't know why I used it. Oh, I was looking at Vivian's health. I thought it was my health. I used a potion when I didn't need to. Damn it. No, you could pre-order anything on any website nowadays. Yeah, you could pre-order video games and consoles through Walmart, Target, Costco, Best Buy, Newegg, eBay, Amazon. And I'll tell you something else. I recently discovered they all had the same stock. It's all this huge illusion of choice, because this candle wax melter back here, the shirts that I bought, the underwear that I bought, the socks that I bought, this Xbox controller, this case of Dr. Peppers, this case of Monsters, everything that I've been buying for the last year, looked, it's the same exact items for the exact same price on every website. Target, Walmart, Amazon, eBay, all these websites, they have the same stuff. So the illusion is that it's a competitive market. Nope. Nope. They are selling you a shopping experience. They're selling you a brand. Oh, I prefer Target over Walmart. Well, we don't go to Walmart, or we don't go to Target. All we have is Walmart. We're a Walmart family. Sad to tell you folks, but none of that matters. They all are buying from the same companies. They're all. Do you have any idea how many companies belong to Procter & Gamble? Just as an example, you'd be shocked. You think, well, I'm going to boycott this brand because they don't follow my politics. Yeah, well, their competitor is made by the same company. You're not doing shit. See, that's what I thought. I wanted to boycott Target over the Pride stuff, and when I found out that it's not going to get me anywhere, I gave up. It's all an illusion. None of it matters. We're never going to win. The game was all. I should have listened to Mulder and the X-Files back in 2001. That was the point that they tried to make, and I didn't listen. I didn't listen. So no, I've chilled out on all of that. I don't give a fuck anymore. The only real boycotting that I still do, that I like am very adamant about, is like Chick-fil-A and a few other things. But no, I've let up a lot on my soapbox and my preachiness and all of that, despite that whole 10 minutes rant that I just did. I lost the energy a long time ago. But just Google it. I don't feel like giving them attention on the channel. They're evil, and that's about the extent of all you need to know. And I say that, and people are like, well, every company is evil. Well, some more evil than others, trust me. It's the same reason that I stopped following individual people on Blue Sky when Twitter fell and basically became a, Nazi stronghold. There were some people who wouldn't leave Twitter, and when they refused to leave Twitter, I quit having a damn thing to do with them. It tells me what kind of people they are, and I'm not going to associate with anybody on Twitter. I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I just don't have the energy to boycott. I don't have the energy to stand on my soapbox. I don't have the energy to pay attention to politics or get involved anymore. But there is still that 1% of me that will still try to cling to some semblance of morality. So like, if I've got a friend that's up Twitter's ass and he won't come off of it, then just gonna stop talking to him. And I have. I lost some of the Metroid people that I was friends with because they wouldn't create a Blue Sky account. They were stubborn little shits. Okay. I've been jabber-jawing like a madman for an hour, so let's take a moment to reflect on what we've done today. All right, we have Fletchling and we have Froakie. Froakie is not far from evolving. And we have our first badge. Most Pokemon playthroughs that I do, I usually get a badge, for the first playthrough. Or for the first episode, I mean. So, let me think a minute. See, it's not even that. Like, I hate religion with a passion. But I can't fault people in a vacuum because they believe in something. I don't give a shit that Chick-fil-A is run by Christians. What I give a shit about is the fact that they donate to a lot of anti-LGBTQ causes. Like, they actively hurt minority groups. They lobby the government for laws that take away our rights. So, like I said, I don't want to talk about it and get into it. It's just, I won't have anything to do with them. Let's see. I think we can only buy hats here. I want to buy some new shirts and clothes and stuff. It's I think it's one of those things where I have to get different clothing in different cities, right? If memory serves. Because I know that's how they did it for Scarlet and Violet. These people don't have anything to say other than tutorial dialogue. Okay, so we got our first badge and we're well on our way. I think there's one or two other things I want to do real quick like before we bounce. Like I said, Tyler will get home around 6:30. If I still have enough energy, Tyler and I may do a Minecraft stream. It just depends. Because I did a Majora's Mask stream earlier, and then I did this Pokemon stream. So if I stream Minecraft, that'll be 3 streams today on 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And I've been fasting since Sunday. That's 48 hours of no food, 3 hours of sleep, and 3 streams. So if I have the energy to continue, we'll do Minecraft. Let me close this door real quick. I don't want all the stuff on my desk to be sun bleached. Sonic shirt. Yeah, I've been nursing this monster for a while, so I should be good. Having people in chat helps. I think that's another one of the big killers for my streams, is that I don't have anybody to talk to a lot of the time. So it's just me sitting here glass-eyed staring at the screen, pressing A. You know what I mean? It's just pointless. So Litleo. I think we can catch Litleo in this area. We should. I want to raise all new Pokemon. I don't want to catch any of the older ones for this playthrough. I'm trying to do that with each one of these, the retro Pokemon games that we play. Hell, I try to do that with all Pokemon games now. Sit here and pretend I'm talking to somebody. I do kind of still talk because these streams do get put on YouTube, you know, and people do watch them on YouTube. So gotta keep talking. Well, let's see what wild Pokemon we could run into. Not Bidoof. Come on, give me Litleo. Azrael. No. Yeah, even after we quit talking, I checked in every once in a while to see if you had streamed anything recently, and you never did. So I was like, oh, I guess he probably just doesn't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna catch that bunny. They use their large ears to dig burrows. They will dig the whole night through. That's a lot of energy. Hey, digging's not easy. Like shoveling snow, that shit's not easy. Nah, I'm not gonna deal with the Psyduck. Oops. Yeah, I think that your critical catch chances go up exponentially after you beat the Elite Four and you finish the national decks. Not to mention they have an item now. You remember how they introduced the shiny charm? Now they have like a shiny charm, a critical catch charm. I think there's a third charm for something. It's just an item that sits in your inventory, but it's that's somewhat useful. Pokemon are really easy to catch now in the modern games anyway. You started sex ed today. Yeah, I didn't have sex ed because I didn't go to public school for high school. So I never had to sit through that awkward. I bet that is awkward. I bet that's real fucking awkward. Given where you live, I'll be honest with you, I'm completely surprised they allow that. Goldeen! I don't fault you for not finishing Scarlet and Violet. A lot of people are of the opinion lately that Pokemon just isn't worth the time anymore. A lot of people aren't happy with the state of it. Scarlet and Violet, the story really wasn't there. The game looks ugly as fuck. The world is empty and not full of anything. It was buggy and glitchy as hell. It wasn't great. It was not great. And like I said at the beginning of today's episode, or today's stream, I have given X and Y some shit. I've given Sun and Moon some shit. Hell, I've even given Sword and Shield some shit. I shouldn't have. It can always get worse. Yeah. You got your Bart Simpson character that's always gonna have something smarmy to say. I am pretty excited about the new Mario Kart though. Like, I literally have nothing negative to say about it. I think it'll be fun. Well, I take that back. The price, I'm gonna bitch about the price until the cows come home, but I think it'll be great. And they are gonna do exactly what we thought they were gonna do with Pokemon and Metroid. You can buy them and just play them on the Switch, or you can get Switch 2 editions and play enhanced versions. I'm gonna try and go for the Switch 2 versions, but it depends on a lot of factors. Mostly price, but there are other things that I have to consider too. But I'm still largely confused over the whole Switch physical cartridge card and a box debacle. I still don't understand that. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm still confused. So with some Switch games, if you go to like Walmart and you buy the game and you get home and you open it up, there's no cartridge in there. It's just a code. And then I saw that apparently some of them will have cartridges, but the game is not on the cartridge. Instead, the cartridge just takes you to the eShop to download the game. All of that sounds really fucking dumb to me. And I'm still confused on how any of that works. But, The Moo Moo Meadows cow. That's going to be my main. That is going to be my main character. It's very odd that they added that character in there, because I recently got into cows. I started liking cows a lot, and I still play Mario Kart 8 regularly. I just played it last night, actually, and I like to race as my Mii with the cow costume on. So as soon as I start wearing the cow costume in Mario Kart 8 all the time, then they suddenly put the Moo Moo cow in Mario Kart 9. Let me think a minute. All right. This route is a dead end for now until we beat the Pokemon League, but I think we're going to wrap it up here because I can tell my voice is starting to go, and if I'm going to come back in and do Minecraft, I need to take a break. I need to go pee and maybe get something different to drink that's not a Monster. But actually, you know what? Let me save at the Pokemon Center. The Pokemon Center. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, my brain's starting to turn to mush. Okay, save right here. I'm gonna save in front of the PC box because I need to port over all of our other Pokemon from the other playthroughs. Leg, it itches. Yeah, we can chat outside of Twitch. I'll have to hunt you down on Steam or go in and look on Steam, but we can do that. In the meantime, let me jump off of here and see if Tyler is still doing Minecraft. So that way I know if I need to get ready for that. But this is, all right, we started on Pokemon X, and we have all summer to finish it because Pokemon Legends ZA doesn't come out until autumn, towards the end of the year. I don't remember if they said exactly what month. I'm just going to assume November, maybe October, September. Hell, I don't know. But we should be finished with Pokemon X before the time the pseudo sequel to it comes out. Kinda. Anyway, yeah, I got nothing. All right, it was good talking to you again. Good to hear from you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. See you guys later.